Hey friends, my name is Veronica Cole and welcome back to my channel. This is Veronica B. Cole & Co., where my kids and family sometimes venture on to be the & Co., but where we talk about plus size sewing and all things related to it. Today, I'm going to be bringing back a segment that I used to do like last year, and I started it, I guess, at towards the end of in November of 2022, but your girl was struggling with consistency then, and now I feel like we're in a better place. Obviously, we're definitely in a better place. But anyway, so we're going to be bringing back what I plan on making this week. It's Monday, uh, January 29th, and your girl is ready to sew. Now, last week I didn't get an opportunity to sew nearly as much as I wanted to. If you're like, why? Definitely check out my weekly vlog where I talked about everything that I did last week except for all of the time that I wanted to spend sewing. This week, I really want to focus more on sewing, especially because we are in a self-love sewing challenge that I'm doing with my friend Nikki from Sewing My Style. Now, what is the challenge all about? So here's the thing. When people think about Valentine's Day, of course, they immediately think about like the lingerie and things like that and dressing up for our partners. But this challenge is a little different because we want you to make things that make you feel beautiful. Now, of course, if lingerie is your jam, hi, it's me. I love lingerie and I love sewing it. Then by all means, go ahead and make sure that you are getting that lingerie fix in. This week for me, I'm focusing on sewing lingerie. So a couple of my makes are definitely going to be in that like bra, panty, lingerie situation. But if you're saying, hey, you know what? I actually feel most beautiful when I've got on the coziest clothes ever, which also same, right? So if that's your jam, then we definitely want to encourage you to sew that. If you are preparing to do a little Galentine's fun, I definitely have some Galentine's Day plans. Maybe you want to make something for that. Or if you are going on a hot date with your husband, which I honestly hope that I get to do. My oldest is 13. She's about to be 14. Actually, she turns 14 right before Valentine's Day. So I definitely am trying to get my date on with my husband. So, whatever your jam is, we are really encouraging you to go ahead and just celebrate you and make the things that make you feel incredibly beautiful. So, with that, let's go ahead and get started with what I actually plan on making this week. So first up, like I said, I do plan on working with some more lingerie things and doing a couple of sew-alongs with that. Now it is Monday, and typically on Mondays I do go live and sew, but this Monday was a little bit of a cluster bleep, and I couldn't get my stuff together in order for me to go live. But also I had to do some recording, and I've got an appointment that I have to be at 10:20, so that kind of put a dampen on like my live sewing plans because y'all, first of all, your girl was not waking up on time this morning. I digress, right? Either way, I will be doing 2 live sews. You can join me tonight. I'll be sewing with Nikki live this evening at 7 o'clock for her Bra Talk Mondays. So make sure that you join me there on TikTok. Now, I do plan on making a couple of like sexy pieces. Now, one of the things I love to do is I also really love to take your basics and turn it into sexy, right? And so it's like, Veronica, what do you mean? Okay, so you have a basic bodysuit, right? Basic bodysuit pattern, typically made with a little double brush polyester, maybe a cotton lycra or something along those lines. Sex it up and make it with some mesh or lace. And if you decide to wear it out, I love that for you. Same, put on a pretty bra underneath there and really kind of show things off. If you're more along the lines of being modest, then definitely keep that for the bedroom only. Or wear it out and layer it up with a nice blazer or sweater so it doesn't show off as much, but it's just your little secret. That's one of my favorite things to do. So let me start off with the lingerie or the underwear pieces I do plan on making this week. First up is the Veronica Teddy, and this is by Made for Mermaids. I did the pre-test for this, but I could not get my things together in order for me to do the full test and model this for y'all. So I definitely plan on remaking this because it was such an easy pattern that has a lot of versatility. You can absolutely make it out of an opaque fabric and it becomes like a nice, like almost like kind of undershirt type of deal, but full body suit. So it's really great for layering, as well as really great for keeping things sexy in the bedroom for you or for your other person. So definitely making that. We'll also be making the NYX panties by Made for Mermaids as well. This was designed by my friend Michelle, and Michelle is giving Sex Kitten in this pattern. I personally love it. I want to say it was modeled probably after like a Savage Fenty, or at least I had a pair of Savage Fenty panties that were very similar to it. It's giving like a Brazilian booty cut with some really cute straps in the back, and I love it so much. And then I do plan on doing a sew along for the Sahara bra by Ruby's Bra. Now, I have fallen in love with this bra. For a little bit of context, Ruby's Bra actually started out by doing custom fit bras for people. And then they created a pattern for their kind of like their what their like base bra is. And when I tell you I'm in love with this bra, but like most people, bras can sometimes be a little intimidating to make, but your girl is not going to be intimidated this week. In fact, I'm going to take you all on that journey along with me to show just how easy it is. Why or how do I know it's going to be easy? Because my fairy bra mother, aka Nikki, said that it was easy, and I trust her because she's the only reason why I actually got that bustier pattern out. So I do plan on, just generally speaking, working with more of my mesh in my laces this week. Why? Because I have so many, because your girl loves them. And I really am being called to just make some of those standard things out of them. So I really would like to make like a long sleeve crop top out of a mesh, because I feel like that would be really cute. I really would like to make maybe some like pants out of lace. I feel like that shit is sexy. Anyway, so those are some of my like lingerie plans. But also, I have a pattern that I'm in the still testing that I've got to I've got to make a bunch of, obviously, because it's my pattern. And so because of that, I will be making that, and it's the cutest skirt. It is a pleated skirt, but I've already got it in pre-testing, and I got to make some changes for that already. But it is cute, especially because I added a skirt option. So you can go ahead and make sure that your undies stay covered. Yay. Um, and so of course I'll be making a couple of those, but then there's also a sweater dress that is in testing for my girl Megan, which will likely be dropping this week. And I'm going to be making that. I'm hoping that I get my it's like this pearl adder thing. Okay, I know that is not the official term to talk about it. But I will drop a link below. But I want to add some pearls and make it into like a pearl sweatshirt type of deal, even though it's a sweater pattern. Um, but I want to do that because it has the option of like a big kind of more billowy sleeve, a bishop sleeve, if you will. And so I feel like adding some pearls to that will just be really, really sexy, perfect. And I just love the way that it's going to offer just a little razzle dazzle to what is seen as like the norm. So looking forward to also kind of stepping outside of the box with that this week as well. And then my kids need some things, y'all. So Bo, my son, he is rapidly growing. Y'all, these kids literally grow like weeds, and I'm always like shocked and appalled. But he needs some more like, not necessarily heavy sweatshirts or outside wear, but he definitely has lost one of his jackets. So I'm trying to figure out if I feel like making him a shacket. I made him the Patterns for Pirates shacket when it dropped, and he looked so cute and he was so delicious. So he might get another one of those, as well as a pullover, because he really enjoys wearing the pullovers and he loves a hoodie. So I think that I might go ahead and throw those two things in there for him as well. So just to recap, I do plan on making the Veronica teddy, the NYX panties, the Sahara bra for sure, as well as my pattern, of course, that's in testing. In addition to making sure that I work on some of the other patterns that are in testing, namely the Audrey by Megan from Made for Mermaids, and then of course making those two outerwear pieces for my son. So that's a total of 7 committed pieces. So we'll see what I end up making this week. So make sure that you tune back in for that when I publish the what I actually made this week. Either that will be in either the shorts format, or I might actually do a full out video. Who knows? We'll see where the wind blows. But I hope that you all have a fantastic week, and I can't wait to hear about your sewing plans. So be sure that you drop them below and let me know what it is that you plan on making this week. Until next time, I hope you all have a great rest of your day.